Wonder Woman 1984 Ending Explained.
Wonder Woman 1984 packs a lot into its 2.5-hour runtime, especially in its action-packed third act. What happens at the end of the superhero sequel? What might it mean for the future of the franchise? We have those answers and more ahead. Will Steve Trevor be back? Ever since it was announced that Chris Pine would be back for the Wonder Woman sequel, fans have been scratching their heads. After all, Pine's character, World War I pilot Steve Trevor, died at the end of the first film. So what gives? Now that we've seen the sequel, we know the deal. Diana wishes for Steve's return on the Dreamstone, an ancient artifact made by the Duke of Deception that falls into the hands of Maxwell Lord. Steve's spirit is resurrected in the body of a local engineer, played by Christopher Polaha, credited as Handsome Man. Everyone else sees Handsome Man, but Diana only sees Steve. Unfortunately for Steve, Diana must renounce her wish to save the world, sending Steve back from whence he came. The movie ends with Steve once again dead, probably never to return, as he tells Diana in his final scene, "I'm already gone." Sorry, Steve fans. Chris Pine has got to go play Dungeons & Dragons now. Can Wonder Woman fly? In her original comic book incarnation, Diana couldn't fly, but Wonder Woman has never been a character to accept limitations. During the Silver Age of comics, Diana learned how to glide using the air currents, but it wasn't until after the Crisis on Infinite Earths reboot that Diana full-on flew. In her post-Crisis origin story, Diana was gifted the ability to fly from Hermes. In Wonder Woman 1984, it's a skill she learns in the world of men. After giving up Steve, Diana flings herself into the sky using her lasso of truth and a nearby plane. Once aloft, she uses what Steve taught her to catch the wind and soar. Patty Jenkins told Den of Geek and other outlets during a recent press junket, "I love that she learns how to fly in this emotional way, and that metaphor stands for something for all of us, which is you have to let go and embrace the truth and things for what they are to understand that it's just wind and air. Who needs an invisible jet when you can fly?" Does Barbara renounce her wish? Max Lord definitely renounces his wish at the end of Wonder Woman 1984, but the choice is much murkier when it comes to Dr. Barbara Minerva. In her final shot of the film, Barbara is no longer in cheetah form, but we also never see her explicitly renouncing her wish. According to Patty Jenkins, the ambiguity was intentional. I have my reasons for making it ambiguous, and I think it's not clear what her point of view is on everything that just happened. I love that we wrap up Max Lord's point of view, and that you see the culmination of that storyline. I think it's so important. But the truth is, there may or may not be more to come for Barbara. Why does Wonder Woman 1984 end at Christmas? Originally, Wonder Woman 1984 was supposed to get a summertime release. So why does the film end with a scene set during the Christmas season? Presumably, the logic behind the scene's timing was at least partially character-driven. While most of the film is set in July, the final scene takes place roughly 5 months later. Emotionally, this works really well, as it makes sense that Diana would need time to get over losing Steve again, and might not be ready to fully embrace the wonder of the world around her right after having to say goodbye. In other words, this feels more truthful to the character, and this movie is all about recognizing the truth in our hearts. Jenkins said that she considered refilming it, but ultimately decided against it, and now it makes the perfect cap to a movie that drops on Christmas. What does the mid-credit scene mean? Hopefully you stuck around until the very end of the film, as Wonder Woman 1984 snuck a scene into its credits. In it, we see a woman who looks like Diana from the back save a baby and its mother from a falling telephone pole on a busy market street. When the woman turns, it is Linda Carter, the actress who played Wonder Woman in the 1970s TV series. In the show, Carter played Diana Prince. Here, she is playing Asteria, the warrior who stayed behind when Themyscira was built in order to keep humanity from following the rest of the Amazons. Earlier in Wonder Woman 1984, Diana told Steve that she searched for Asteria when she came to the world of men, but could only find her golden armor. Now we know Asteria is still around and still saving people. "I've been doing this a long time," Asteria tells the baby's mother in the mid-credits scene, before Carter winks at the camera.